guys, this is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Cabs coming at you with yet another video. And in this one I'll be covering something quite interesting. It's an article from SALON. I saw it being covered by Ryan Kinel and Friday Night Tights. I couldn't help but want to react to it. However, I wasn't going to do anything yesterday because it was July 4th and I already had tons of lawn work to do. So I do apologize for not uploading anything yesterday. But here I am today, starting July off as strong as I possibly can. I think I did a weekly sweats video, which is basically a weekly update as to what happened in regards to content and whatnot this July 2nd, but I don't know. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Anyways, let's get into the article, shall we? Let's all stop ignoring the fandom menace. It's real and it's winning, says Melanie McFarland. And I just want to say something real quick. She basically says that anyone who doesn't like pointlessly race-swapped characters or characters that are just poorly written or any of these other characters of... She basically just calls everyone who doesn't like modern-day woke politics racists, basically white supremacists. And I find it funny that she goes... Attacks from the toxic side of Marvel and Star Wars fandom are a feature, not a bug, and they serve a darker side. Wait a second. I thought we were the white guys, weren't we? Doesn't that mean we're serving a white side? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. It was ironic to me. That joke is now done. Let's go on and get into the article, shall we? One of the first highly public instances of Miss Marvel trolling happened nearly a decade ago, courtesy of Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, America has lost another battle in the culture war, which is surprising because we've got all the guns, he says. This time the battlefield is comic books, and folks, it saddens me because I'm a fan. Colbert was referring to Marvel's announcement in November 2013 that Kamala Khan, a Muslim teenager from Jersey City, was set to assume the Miss Marvel mantle, which... Everything's a mantle now. Everything's a freaking mantle. It's annoying as all get out. This affront has taken me aback. A Muslim cannot be a superhero for Pete's sake. They're on the no-fly list, Colbert imperiously huffs. Sorry, I got something in the back of my throat. It's even more upsetting when you consider the original Miss Marvel. She was a wholesome and all-American blonde, family values with two bulging chest muscles and clearly wearing her Sunday church panties. This is nothing more than Sharia creep, plain and simple. Miss Marvel was an alcoholic, drunk, alcohol abuser. She wasn't a great person. That's why she was good at the original story, because before she was turned into woke feminist icon galore, she had flaws. She made mistakes. She wasn't perfect. She was an actual character. You know, like a lot of comic book characters back then. Since this rant was brought to us by the Colbert Report, Colbert's hollowed satire of right-wing talk shows in which he parodied Bill O'Reilly and other Fox News windbags, the audience understood it to be a bit. Nearly a decade later, another group of self-important white guys are railing against Kamala Khan's right to exist in the Marvel Universe. The difference is they're not joking, even if some of them insist that they are. And that's really that's the key piece of information right here, okay? Even if everyone is insisting that they're making a joke about a person or a comic book character or anything fictional, it's perceived as being real. Even if I make a joke that everyone else around me knows is a joke, these idiots, like Melanie McFarland, would automatically assume that I have to be lying about it being a joke. They have to assume, based off of their identity politic bullcrap, that I am actually hating people because of their skin color, when in reality I'm talking about genuine issues with the depiction of a character and genuine issues with the writing of a character, not the skin color. I never point out the skin color of a character unless it's to talk about the fact that they get special privileges in their stories exclusively because they are that skin color, and that is evident by the politics of the writers. I don't care about skin color. I care about good storytelling. But these people make it all about skin color. These people would say me having my favorite Green Lantern being John Stewart is racist for some reason, even though John Stewart is my favorite Green Lantern, and guess what? He was a black Marine. I genuinely love the story of John Stewart's Green Lantern. He was the one I watched on TV when I was growing up. He's my favorite Green Lantern. He really is. The actors are as varied as their motivations, you see. Some engaged in review bombing, as they did to Disney Plus's Miss Marvel hours after it debuted, because it's an easy way to kick what they see as the social justice warriors' hornet's nest. Others camp out on Facebook groups and that have been recycled to manufacture the illusion of inflated offense for their own entertainment. It's Of course it's review bombing when people have issues with the story, right? It's always review bombing when people have issues with the story. But no. When people praise the story galore and make it seem like it's the best thing ever, even though it's crap, it's not review bombing. There have been people who literally say, "Hey, let's go fight back against the people who are bringing up genuine criticism and make it seem like it's the best thing in the world." And Rotten Tomatoes deletes comments they don't like. We all know this. They changed their entire algorithm the second that the Captain Marvel movie came out because no one liked that crazy crap. No one liked that garbage. Obi-Wan Kenobi star Moses Ingram was their most recent target, and her harassment and Disney's response, including a video post from Ewan McGregor that defended her, was widely reported not long before Ingram made her Obi-Wan debut as Inquisitor Reva Savander, whatever her last name is. Bigots piled on to newcomer Leah Jeffries when Disney announced she'd been cast as the new Annabeth Chase in the upcoming Disney Plus adaptation of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The reason why people had a problem with a person of ethnic descent being cast in the role of a white person is because it's the role of a white person. Would you got to ask the same question? Would you be okay with someone taking someone like Falcon or Jon Stewart or Steele from the John Henry Irons from Superman and Lois? Would you be okay with them taking that character of ethnic descent and switching them over to a white guy or a white girl simply because they want to make their skin color different? No, of course not. You wouldn't be okay with that. So why are you okay with race swapping characters who are another race, another ethnicity? It's stupid. It really is. It's pathetic, it's pointless, and it doesn't need to happen. And no one actually hated on the actress of Leah Jeffries. Everyone who talked about this, Ryan Kinel, he's the one who talked about this. I heard about this from a for you on my like a for you page on Google. I heard about this from there, and I wanted to cover it simply because I don't want other people's fan bases to be destroyed. And I know Ryan Kinel thinks he's the only one out there who talked about this video, but if you guys would be willing to let him know, just go to his comment section and say something like, "Hey, Ryan, Sweaty Calves talked about this too. Adam Gillespie from Sweaty Calves talked about this too. He stands with the actual Percy Jackson fans, even though he himself is not a fan, but he doesn't want your guys' stories or your guys' content or your guys' favorite stories to be desecrated just like everyone else's." If you guys would be willing to go say something like that in his comment section just to let him know that he's not the only guy out there who actually talked about this, that'd be a huge, I think it might be an encouragement to him, but I don't know. But no one actually attacked the actress, okay? No one actually attacked Reva, the actress of Reva, Moses Ingram. No one actually attacked the actress who plays the new Miss Marvel in the TV show. No one attacked Rose Tico. No one attacked freaking John Boyega. And when you say that there were people who attacked, there may have been one or two people who actually did something like that, and those people obviously deserve nothing good in the world. But it's not everyone who's bringing up legitimate criticisms, okay? All of this either directly or tangentially, a decentralized web referred to as the Fandom Menace, a group of extremely online comic book and Star Wars zealots that coalesced around a shared dislike for Rian Johnson's Lucasfilm sequel to Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Some of the trolls claim allegiance to that label. Others merely qualify for membership. Even those who don't consider themselves a part of it or decry their disturbing attack patterns may contribute to their success without meaning to do so. So the reason why people hated Rian Johnson's stupid movie Last Jedi is because it completely contradicted lore in regards to the Star Wars universe. It was poorly written, characters made illogical decisions throughout the entire film, and the story made absolutely zero sense. It wasn't because there were people of color in that stupid movie, okay? It was because the movie was terrible. In fact, I'm upset with how they treated John Boyega's character Finn in this movie, because he was a really interesting character, and they decided to just throw him away, not care about a daggum thing. Stupid. It was pointless. Regardless of how they identify, each is a cancer cell in a largest, amorphous hate blob descended from Gamergate and Comicsgate. Jeez Louise, man. Infecting the fandoms of the most ubiquitous entertainment franchises in the world, mainly Marvel, Star Wars, and other Disney titles. It's also leaderless and therefore easily deniable, allowing it to proliferate in spaces designed to be escapist and unserious. Because of this, most journalists' coverage of fantasy or comic book related TV and movies caters to consumers engaging in these shows and films in good faith in the form of episodic analysis or the specific artistry informing its visuals and scripts. This may be the reason that our coverage and condemnation of these hate eruptions was taken on a reflexive pattern. 2. I have recently, oh, goodness gracious, I'm losing brain cells reading this because this person is so freaking delirious that they think that there are that people who are actually fans who bring up legitimate criticisms somehow have some power over everyone else's thoughts, and we do. Because people who actually talk about the bad crap being put into stories, talk about the storytelling that makes zero sense, and talk about what it could have been and the better thing that it could have lived up to. They're striking a chord with fans. They're striking a chord with people out there who realize that this stuff is terrible but don't know where to go. Because everything that's being produced nowadays is terrible. Except for maybe a few movies like Spider-Man No Way Home, which doesn't even have a good story but it's not freaking woke. Top Gun Maverick, which was an amazing movie. You know, even my favorite superhero, the Batman, that movie still had very woke ideologies in it. Even though they didn't directly, focus on the wokeness, you could still pick up so much innuendo in there. And I like that movie, but I do recognize the political ideology informing the story. However, because of how ridiculous it is and how much alike it is to the Summer of Love, right? The bullcrap BLM riots that were going on and all the rioting they did throughout the entire summer of 2020, burning down buildings and attacking people, I can actually more so equate the violent tendencies of the extremist groups in the Batman movie as leftist organizations like BLM. So it doesn't necessarily full-on bother me. I know they're trying to push a specific political ideology, but even them trying to do so, it just makes it seem like they're talking about the crap that went on during the BLM riots. But, whatever. Let's not get off on a tangent, okay? We trust that by exposing each incident is enough that the hatred towards the latest targeted actor will fade, which it usually does. We close the loop by expecting there to be another incident and already knowing the reason, guaranteeing the cycle will begin anew. This article goes on for some time, but let's just be honest. These people don't actually care. These people don't actually care about the fact that people are talking about legitimate criticisms. They want to stir up controversies for the sake of making it seem like anyone who has legitimate criticisms against their terrible storytelling is somehow racist, sexist, homophobic, whatever the new bigoted word is of the day. Whatever the new claim can be. If it's something along the lines of hating women, then it's sexist, and it's always targeted towards white guys. Every single time these people have a problem with people who bring up legitimate criticisms, it's always targeted towards the white guy. It's always targeted towards white guys. They give no leeway for people like Young Ripa, for people like Lauren Shen, for people like Quarter Black Garrett. They give no leeway to people like Just Some Guy or It's a Gundam. They give no leeway to those guys. They give no leeway to them. Absolutely none. They say that only white people are doing this. So this, in and of itself, the criticism that all people who have a legitimate criticism of a film, the criticism that all of those people are white, in and of itself is a racist comment, and Salon is being incredibly racist. Melanie McFarland is racist towards white people. Racism goes both ways, because the definition of racism is to hate someone based on the color of their skin or ethnic differences. And it's stupid. And this is a long article. I could always come back and do a two-parter, but I don't want to have to lose more brain cells reading this garbage. So what I'll do is I'll just say that this is the end of the video. You guys get the gist of this article. And hey, Ryan Kinel, if you ever hear this message, I want you to know you're not alone in talking about the Percy Jackson stuff. You're not alone, and even though I'm a small channel, I'm covering a lot of the same stuff that you are, and I got your back no matter what. I know that might not mean anything to you, but I got your back. I got everyone in Friday Night Tights back. Everyone I can support, I will. Okay, and if this message gets to you, I thank you for being a huge inspiration for me getting involved in YouTube, and for me wanting to do this, and for me actually wanting to actually share some thoughts and opinions on this and talk about what's going on in the world. So I thank you to the Friday Night Tights crew, to Ryan Kinel, to Nerdrotic, to Quarter Black Yard, to Geeks and Gamers, to Young Ripa, to Heel vs. Babyface, It's a Gundam, Just Some Guy, the EFAP crew with Mauler and Rags and all that. Yes, thank you to all of those guys. I appreciate everyone who watched this video today. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this whole stupid freaking accusation that anyone who has a criticism against a show with a person of color in it must be racist. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below, though. And hit that bell notification icon so you'll be alerted to every single upload I do on my YouTube channel. And also subscribe, obviously, because you gotta subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. So just do that. Appreciate every single one of you guys who has watched this video, stuck with me this far, and to every single one of my subscribers out there, thank you for getting me past 100. It's mind blowing. It really is. I never thought I'd be here, but I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the week.